near the window. Closing it again. Sorry I got my hair up like this, but it was black back, but it went like that. Boop. And I thought, that was cool. Why not do a film? Yeah, I was going to lie then and say I just got up and opened my curtains. But I'd be a straight out fibber if I said that. Fibbing to the max. Although, I have opened my curtains. And it's a bit overcast, so I've got the blue curtain filtering to make it look like a bit of a blue sky. I do that, you know, when it's a bit overcast. And the red tint seems to work well. It's contrasting the light so it doesn't make it feel too cold with the blue filter. And that's it really. If it was a blue sky, I'm really wasting time now, aren't I? Oh yeah, I was going to say, I'm well impressed with this band, this Drona Rock type band. Fucking really good. Better than Drona Rock though, much better. They're like tapping into things. I don't know where they're from, and I've only ever heard their albums on Captain Beefheart's YouTube channel. And yeah, they seem to have a few albums out. Good albums, I'd say. You know what I mean? Fucking right. Anyway, I've just been listening to them all night. Getting smashed. Well, you know what I mean? Not that smashed, but a little bit smashed. Really. It's like, you know, these days don't care. Fuck it. Been jamming as well. Doing a bit of guitar work and shit. And trying to script together a spliff now, so I've smoked all mine. And well, I kind of like, I've got a bit of a mess on the old coffee table there. Look at that. Now, shall I just, I've got one of these, look at that. See that? I mean, actually there's no weed in it, so I'm not incriminating myself because it's just like, seems to be tobacco and bits of ash and so I saw some like little seashells in there. I don't know where they came from. Fucking haven't got a clue where they came from, but then it might have been, or it might have been like pasta or something that's dried out. So I'm at 4 minutes, not too bad, is it? Right. I'm going to scratch my nose like that. I make it look like I'm going to snort a line of backies. Go on. No, I'm joking. It's wasting time now, like I said again. Early morning, isn't it? It's best not to do anything too constructive at this point. Unless you're carrying on from a point earlier on, because now's the time just to start things, or reflect upon things before you start them. This is really bad, isn't it? I'm treating this like a live video now. put myself to a test. And I'm sure I had something to say. Alright then. I'm just turn this down. 36 minutes are gone, fucking hell, you know what I mean? I've got loads to say now. Like I said, my old catchphrase. As I say. You're going to stop then. Did you? Bet you did. But, well, someone watching a hitman round or something. It's a fucking, you know, literally just put a fucking bullet in my head. Really? Can't believe it. I mean, that's how fucking shit everyone is. You can't even organise that. It's fucking shit. So it's alright, you know what I mean? Life's good. It's just a bit fucking mad though, isn't it? If you think about it. If you're me. It really is though. It's like documenting this, like preempting it or something. But like I started to document shit like this because I thought it was like a bit surreal, you know. And people don't know what I'm on about, do they? Really? Well, I guess it's like, it does boil down to one of the biggest psychological operations that has ever been conducted. And, yeah, into the public, on the public, like YouTube, yeah. That is like a major big psyop. In a way, it is. Deep down, really it is. You know, it's a great method of getting things across, of course. Blah, 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 blah. Teaching people, you know, it has its merits, much. It has had its merits, and it still has. You're talking about YouTube, yeah? I mean, I wouldn't have found this amazing music otherwise. You know, and I wouldn't have realised how shit people are either. If it wasn't for YouTube. Fuck you know. You do find out shitheads, don't you? On YouTube. Well, you just realise how shit people are, really. You know, right across the globe. You know, it's just like, gauge it, you know, just from living it. This is like the, is there an award out there, do you reckon, for the amount spent on YouTube? Right, making films on YouTube, right? Was there like the least amount of views and shit? Not that I'm kicking up a fuss about these views, but they are funny. They are strangely low, aren't they? You know, think about it. Yeah, it's freaking weird, man. Just, do you reckon it's shadow banning? Do you reckon, people? Or are you scratching your head still? It's not that I'm just that shit, is it? Because I mean, I've been a right swat out myself, and haven't I? I have. It's like the most ridiculous shit, and you know what I mean. I try and do something good and creative. No fucker looks at that. So being like a fucking act like a fucking cunt and a knob, which not everyone else is anyway. See if I can get a couple of views. Nothing. And so I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? Yeah, like, and I've been doing it for years, right? Really, think about it. And do you reckon, by any chance out there, anyone might clear this up? That it might possibly be because of my involvement. Well, I got lured in to a group of individuals who are all heavily collected, yes, and connected to, those people, the free zoners, fucking trollogists, the flying trolleys, and this is incredible because I thought this might be an issue, as far as people's minds are concerned, because I wasn't a part of it, and I didn't even know anything about them until I'd worked them all out, and they were all part of it. Now this works me up a bit, gets me quite agitated. But they did kind of, well, yes, not kind of, certainly did ruin a good chunk of my life. In a good way, I guess, because I don't look at it like that. I do have to transmute it to something good, because at least I learned something from that experience about people and life, and about the deeper. I did go deep in it. People know this, and I found them out. Like I said, I thought to myself, why am I being so persistent with these people? And it was as if, and I even said in an email that it was as if something was channeling through me, picking on them. As in, I said to Dexter, something like I'd get this incredible urge to check in on their site. I don't know, I look into this all different ways, but I did. I checked into it, and something would be there straight away to wind me up. And I'd have to make a response on it. So, but I didn't know that they were any to do with this company, this cult. And I just thought they were just like dicks. And, kind of like, but they'd already lured me in, though, with the Orgonite, yeah? Because people have to realise that I did a lot of Orgonite. Possibly one of the best in the world. And if you don't believe me, check me out, yeah? But yeah, I did make a lot of good Orgonite. And it's pretty freaky about these people. They'd send me, they all started doing these ones wrapped in tape and stuff, and say, kind of belittling the creativity of my work, yeah? And in retrospect, yes. At the time I thought, and they were like, yeah, you got to put this tape around it, makes it more powerful. And then making these shitty bricks and stuff, and I was making all these intricate things, and it was what got me onto them in the first place, was the cool air organites of blue one, I don't know why I'm looking around like that. But I don't like you mentioning this guy, he's fucking twat. And it's kind of ruined my life. In a good way, I guess. I don't know what way that is, but at the moment. But, I found something out, people, and I did try and tell people about it. And what did you find out? That this is what's so sickeningly annoying about this, is that it's clear evidence, what I've got, that these people, I thought they're Scientologists, but they're free zoners, right? So they're out of Scientology. Yeah, okay, yeah, but to get to a free zone, you have to go do a lot of Scientology, so it doesn't really matter whether you're out of it or in it, right? They're talking to the Scientologists now, really. And these people have intervened with my life, right? In the most sneakiest ways you can possibly think of. It's dark and deep, and I've got all the evidence of it as well. And like, I've called out online, it's the tip of the iceberg. Of all the the emails and shit, because I didn't want to put it all out there, literally. I thought people might be, interested, in all this, but they're not. So I'm kind of it was good in a way, because I kind of held back then, just to see where it went then, and it, literally did get more and more evidence then that this is the case, blatantly the case, and they even give themselves up then. I had enough evidence anyway, and then you got people like Christina Eisenhower blatantly saying to me that what Dexter was doing was highly illegal. People like Wendy Morant always giving themselves away, saying working with Dexter would get in, wind her up in prison, in doing a lot of time in prison, and about the jailers and all this. And that's the reason why I tattooed the general elite to jump the jailers, because I wanted to get everyone, the general public, to jump what seemed to be the psychological jailers of humanity. And I sussed them out, and I knew they were part of this Scientology, yeah? And I didn't really understand how deep it went. And it's fucking deep. These are the ones which kind of control the psyche of people. It's beyond even the military shit. Yes. And I've infiltrated it. And I've fucking got their names and addresses. And that's the reason why MI6 and MI5 are like that. Fucking right there. Shall I do that again for you? I'm the CIA. I'm the FBI. And MI6 and MI5 again. So let me mention a few more for you. MI3, 4, 5. Oh yes, MI5. They're like that. Shit in it. Well, they don't really shit in, really. They just shit themselves inside out, really. It's the reason why they're bringing this cup while they got put this fucking COVID thing in with all the fucking masks. I don't believe it, yeah. This is incredible, really. Yeah, so I found out, what did you find out? I found out that people of a cult group that you pay privilege for have privileges in wrecking people's lives. Okay? And that's their privilege. That's what they pay for. And they thought they could get away with it, and I sussed them out, see. What do you suss out? What do you suss out? Well, they went deeper. They went fucking deeper. Not joking. This is the reason why I'm shipwrecked in a good way. Because it's fucking deep. It's ridiculously deep. The extent that it goes. Because it goes into realms which are really fucking disturbing. Right, I'm not joking. And it's kind of all held in suspension by these so-called, it was, it's totally crumbled. It's obliterated. It got obliterated a long time ago. Well, a couple of years ago. I'm talking about this psychological barrier. It's left a smear, basically, a smudge. People's mindset is slowly but surely beginning to readjust back to how it should be, really. And it will be improved from that, because it's a progressional thing, you know what I mean? But I'm saying that this overlay is disintegrating, people are realizing what this overlay was, and it is total mind control on people, but quite horrific. What the instigating seed people's minds. It's all concocted. It's mad, this. You just would not believe. People would be like, yeah, we all know that, but like, we know the culprits. Yeah, we do. No one could point a finger, really, could they, before? But like, now get this, people. Do you realise how illegal this is? What these people did to just me alone. I'm sorry, little old me. Yeah. Never mind Danielle stealing my photograph, which is quite funny, which makes them shit their pants as well, because like, yeah, I'm going to kick up a fuss about that, because I have total right to. I mean, something to do with this, any instance, but like, that's like another thing, innit, which really does make people think, or them think, shit, we're fucked now, we're fucked, because, and why isn't why are the publishers tossing me around with this? My name's on the back. It's fucking, what, that book sold more copies, the Spanish version that year, than the English version. I wonder why, because of the picture on the front. Who took the picture? Me. Sorry about that, people. Done something, at least. Yeah, got a front cover of Daniel Steele's book. Stole my picture. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's another thing. But it's funny that, because I can kick up a fuss about that and really go to town and hoo-ha and all this. But, and I even like dipped in to see if I can do that. Yeah, it's just been absolutely curtailed and shut up beyond belief, this. Everything is. So it's like as if everything I've done is as a mirror. Yeah. Maybe. Of me. But at least I've kind of like documented a progression of something here, which I have. And I recognise like something a lot deeper, yeah, right? Now people just don't get this, do they? Again. How many times do I have to tell people or remind people that this is a very illegal, what these Scientologists have been caught doing, right? To people's minds who are not in the cult, anything to do with them. This is abuse because I made this available for people to realise time ago. People know this. This is what's dark. Freaking horrible. But and people are like, oh, so what? But they're little to their knowledge because, like, they're not me, right? They're not. I haven't got a clue what I'm going through. yeah, it is about me now, yeah. Because if this was any of the people who just like couldn't give a shit, if this happened to them for 1 week, they would be dead. They would be dead. Not even a week, for a few days. They'd be out. And I've done it for years. Literally years. Yeah, since I've even sorted a gaff out. Not too bad, is it? When I first did this. Because when I first plunged in, and I was taking these people out. What people gotta understand is what I was doing. I was like emailing everyone, right, from Donald Trump to, from all them lot. Everyone, basically, with this information. Ike, yeah, okay, on this forum, on his Google community, because I couldn't be bothered to pay him. I'd actually pay for his 24 for his normal, his shitty forum that you have to pay for, but I just withdrew my cash because everyone was just like talking about fucking fingering themselves, really. And then, like in conspiracy porn. so I quickly withdrew my contribution to that, and continue with the Google community thing, because I thought there was continuity there of my documentation over the summer period of really bringing these people out of the woodwork with music, right? And putting it on this David Icke Google community with a continuity in a thread with music, yes. Shall I repeat that again? Music. And listening to the lyrics of them, because and I was saying to people like, listen to the lyrics for fuck's sake. Just put your dick back in your pants, or stop fucking fingering your own fucking chair leg. And like, honestly, because people were just like, oh, yeah, and I was like, their dicks on here, but little did I know again that they were all fucking Scientologists, right? Most of them, if not all. And yeah, I've got evidence and proof of this as well, solid proof, evidence. And plus I got, because it got all removed from the internet, yeah, which it did, completely disappeared, yeah. Lucky I printed it out, innit? And so I even saved it to file, like the all the continuity in the thread. And I printed it out as well, so I just got to scan that, I guess, and if you put it online, it's a good thread, From when I first went mental at people about not paying attention to this fact. What fact's that? That people, normal people in society, like normal people like me, yeah, are getting targeted by certain people. Who are they? I don't know. Perhaps you do. Only joking, I do know. They're Scientologists. Yeah? And they constantly do this. They do this to society. They think that they are, or have some sway in the programming of society. Right? And they do think that. And they did do that to some extent. With their little freaky stories already. Aliens, all that shit. Demons. What else now? Loads of freaky shit, really. Slenderman. Was that Hatwoman? I'm not sure. Any shit like that. Werewolf, fucking Panther Satans, whatever. It's just ridiculous, really. And they work at every shit old formula, and that this formula has fallen apart, and it's in shreds. Their formula, right? And this formula just so happens to be quite similar, if not identical, to this what people term as the deep state Kabbalah. Or the Kabbalists, the dark Kabbalists, the inverted Kabbalion, so to speak, right? Now, I would not disagree. That's it. That's totally it. So, saying that, we've got something big on our hands here, haven't we? Like I said, the can of worms, the big can of worms, big oil can of worms. So let me just remind people again, if it wasn't for these free zoners who kind of destroyed my life, it kind of infiltrated my work space as well, and I'm sure they fucked around with lots of things behind the scenes as well. Not like, I don't want to jump to any conclusion, because they may have not, right? But what I do see that they did fuck around with, they fucking had a good go and did it, and that's my life, really. Everything's been restricted on YouTube since this. I'm sure it's gone on further beyond. I'm sure it's weird to say this, but I'm sure they lured me in. Kind of waiting for, It's weird to say this, but like, it might be waiting for me, like, you know, because not that I'm anything special, but I knew some things. Which most people don't know, or don't believe. And with the vapes and everything like that, I better stop knowing it, better stop talking for a sec. I'm going to have a bit of breakfast, I think, and then carry on in a bit. Take care, people. What are you doing? You won't stop then. Bet you did though, didn't you? Dicks, aren't you? Absolute dicks. Very bad. Well, actually, if you look this far, you're not dicks. If you've seen this video to this point, what I say, hats off to you. I respect you fully. I'm getting used to talking with holding my teeth, holding my, what do you call it? In my rack. And, great day, innit? Looks alright, actually. Not too bad. Gonna waste a bit more time now, innit? Very lovely. Should we see my sunflowers? Are you joking? I'm gonna, well, you can if you want, but I'll do another film about that. So I'm gonna go now. See ya.